welcome to the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel. I'm Jared. Today we have a special announcement and unboxing because from Starling Games Tabletop Tycoon, they are announcing this newest game in the Everdell series called My Lil Everdell, which is like a kid-themed version or a kid-playable, maybe simpler way to play Everdell. So this is a new game, new release, called My Lil Everdell, and we have an early copy here for unboxing so you can see what's inside, what it's all about. And we're going to take a first look together. As of today, this is when we can talk about it. So let's take a look. It's got promo cards inside. It says the Everdell Kindergarten promo cards. Even on the back, I had seen it says it includes 6 promo cards for the original Everdell game. But this is what it's looking like on the back, and I'll read the descriptions and everything, and we'll get right into what's inside and how it's going to work. So My Lil Everdell, familiar gameplay from the award-winning game Everdell. Join the kids of Everdell as they pretend to be adults while the adults are wishing they were still kids. Come along and gather resources to build the best pretend city of all. Easy to learn worker placement and tableau building game. Perfect for kids and families. It's got a component list here. It's for 1 to 4 players. Plays in 30 minutes, ages 6 and up. Designed, of course, same James and Clarissa Wilson, and art again by Andrew Bosley. So let's see if we can break this open and see what's inside together. Everdell, the original, is probably my current favorite game. So I am super excited to be able to take a look at this new version, playable, on a kid level, to introduce, young children and kids into the Everdell game and to worker placement games and all of that type of thing. So inside, we've got some components that may be familiar to you Everdell fans. We've got a handful of the wooden twig components. As you can see, they are not fully rounded. They do, have kind of just the regular grooves in them, if you will, so they don't roll around off the table. That's these. We have the classic and familiar berries. And again, these are, let's see. Yeah, these are those squishy berries that everybody likes. I'll show those to you in the camera. They just feel good. They're good components. So there's some crossover in the games. We have, of course, the resin, the amber tokens. These are plastic bits, just the same translucent plastic kind of crystals, if you will. Same as the original Everdell, from what I can see. We've got some cards and dice. Let's take a look. This is special rules for Everdell Kindergarten promo cards. It takes 6 cards playable, 4 kids, 2 kindergarten. These cards are not meant for play with My Lil Everdell. The kindergarten card allows you to use an occupied token to play a kid's card for free, and may do this twice during the game. If playing with New Leaf, you may not use 2 golden occupied tokens on this card, though you may use 1 golden occupied token and 1 normal occupied token. So, free cards to play. And here we go. We have these 4. The kindergarten, the teacher, playground, coach. So I suppose somehow these are going to have unique rules, perhaps, to join the real Everdell, or maybe these are part of this version, because look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think these actually are the ones meant for Everdell. These are probably specials meant for My Lil Everdell, since it's probably got some of the same backing card types. But this is the original card type back. So we have kindergarten. There's 3 berries. There's kids. Gain a point and draw a card for each kid's card in your city. It's a common critter and may share space with other kids' cards. What have we got? It shows 4 copies of the card, as you can see right here. They all say kids. And then 2 kindergarten cards. It costs 2 twigs and 2 amber. There's 2 copies. It's a unique construction. It's 2 points for each kid's card in your city. And there's the 2 corner areas there for the occupied tokens on the card so that you can play some kid cards for free. Excellent. Let's set that aside to go into our other Everdell box later. All right, so this was our first look here of these, of some of the new cards that are reminiscent of Everdell, but certainly uniquely its own. I guess I'll keep this for those special promo rules. We'll take a look at some of those cards now, because a lot of the game is card play, as it even says on the box, tableau building. And in this game, your tableau is made of cards of constructions and of character critters and what have you. So here on top, we've got the My Lil Everdell victory card. Time to celebrate. You are the winner. Share your experience with your friends. Hashtag Everdell. And then Princess Periwinkle. It says roll a die here, play one card, replace with friend. And then Prince Pumpernickel. The leftmost die. If none, then roll, play one card. I don't know yet, but it's exciting. It's exciting. All right, we have a couple unique card backs on the front here. Let's take a look at those and then the others. So these have like a rabbit swinging from a treehouse and some cardinals flying above. Okay, we've got Captain. Oh, these are all captains. Nope, we got captains and forts. Okay, so the fort gives you a basic resource, a twig, berry, or resin. The captain gives you a point, and they're all the plant type. They have this mouse head picture, even if it's a fox or a salamander or anything. The fort itself has this little picture of a fort, kind of a treehouse, which is really neat. So it might be the case that everyone starts with one of them and just kind of gets your city started. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing these are starter cards. And then the meat and potatoes are the other cards that you can gain. So here we've got fort icons and the captain icons, maybe, or just like the critter. So you've got basically forts and critters, I suppose. You've got the orchard for 1 twig worth 1 point, gives you a berry. There's the farm. Pay 1 resin, you get a berry. Racetrack, the Dragon's Den, Rope Bridge, the Maze, Market, Train. So I like how the theme continues, but these are kids pretending to be adults. I can see that from the artwork here. They're all trying to do what their grown-up, parents are doing in base game Everdell. Or grown-up Everdell, if we want to call it. And there's still some of these card types I'm seeing. You got the Traveler and the Plant Production. We've got the Critter type, or I don't remember, like just the red paw print. And so once again, they offer you worker action spaces. And the dice are going to be a big thing in this game, I can see. It's going to offer you various rewards. And swimming, okay. Each critter costs you 1 less berry. So again, you've got the blue scroll type, and these are going to give you ongoing benefits, just like the original. The school, queen. Oh, let's take a look at the queen. 4 berries, 1 point for each parade. Princess, the king. He's worth 6 points. Painter, the prince. The Evertree, 3 twigs, 3 resin, 7 points. Palace, castle, dance floor, 1 point for each critter. And the zipline, 1 point for each traveler type card. Or visitor, wanderer, wandering, something like that. Awesome. Okay, so those are what some of these new cards look like. We still have some dice to take a glance at before we get into the game board. So we have, what is it, a D8? There we go. Just your standard D8 right there for randomization. And then we have some dice with, looks to be a lot of different resources to gather based on the die roll. So you've got basically any combination of the 3 types of resources, and even the wild, where you can choose amongst the 3 resources. So those are going to get rolled and I imagine placed on the board, and you get to collect what's there. We got a lot of baggies, lots of baggies. And oh, I did set aside the meeples. So let's look at the player pieces and then we'll move forward. So what do we have? We're going to have 4 colors of people, of critters. We have 3 butterflies, 3 foxes, 3 of the salamanders, and 3 mice. So white, blue, orange, and green. Let me just kind of pop one of each of these up to the camera so you can take a look. These are essentially the same, the exact same as what you can find in the original game, with wherever expansion they come from, because I don't think, they're not all included in the base game. Each expansion of Everdell adds new critter types, so I can't remember which critter types these specifically would be part of, but they are the same components, but you only get 3 in your color in this game, so much less workers, fewer actions to take. We have a promo booklet here of, I think, just an advertisement of some of their other content and board games. So, oh, panorama, that's nice. It's very pretty. Flying Meeple, Princess Bride. All right, Tiger Stripes card game. Let's set that aside. And now we'll dig into, what does the board look like? So, this is a singular non-folding board. It's I'd say a little bit larger, but the same kind of shape as the Belfair board. I suppose like the tree might have gone there in the other games, but you've got 4 icons for production. You've got worker spots that are anybody can go to, I assume. You get a 1 resin, 1 twig, 1 berry. And then I see indentations here, or little spots in the grass to put the dice on. So I suppose perhaps they're rolled at the start of a round, and then you can go to those spots. And then I assume this is the market, if we're going with Everdell, where you're going to have a few cards here face up that you can play with, your various resources. So it's a very stripped down, basic, straightforward way to play the same kind of game mechanisms that you're familiar with. So what's inside below? We have a ton of cardboard. All right, these are really thick, I should say. They're very nice quality thick cardboard. They've got the tree backs here on the sides here for randomization. We've got different point values, like the mazes, the dance floor. I see the king, I guess, and the juggler. So different ways, I'm sure, to score different types of points. And then, of course, we have the point tokens themselves that you'll be punching out. Looks like we're going to have phases of the day because we have a sun and perhaps the moon. So I'm not sure how those work, but otherwise, I'm guessing instead of seasons, we have day and night, which makes maybe more straightforward sense to children instead of, the 4 seasons, which they may not learn for a while. I don't know. Then we have some boards. I think this is going to be your individual player board, perhaps. We got some more point tokens across the top. I do like that this whole thing is one large picture, but you're going to punch it out, and you could probably line them up next to each other, and they'll be able to paint a nice picture, quite literally. So 4 really long boards here to hold stuff, I imagine. We have some punch-outable, maybe connectable crates, I'm sure, like 4 crates here, so you can store your goods and collected stuff. So we'll have a lot of things to punch out and assemble, and then get back in the box. So you got like the base of the crate, and then the walls here. So perfect. And then we have some extra cardboard tokens here for other resources. So I guess if you run out of the physical components, I suppose you could use the cardboard punch-out versions. And then lastly, we see some 5-point tokens instead of just a bunch of the singles. And now in original Everdell, you had 3-pointers. not 5-pointers, but in the latest release of the complete collection, at least, they came also with some extra 6-point tokens. So this is the only one that has actual 5-point tokens. Interesting point to note. And then at the very bottom, we have the rules. And oh, look at that. You got the various areas of the previous artwork and map that we saw, and they're all labeled, so you can get an idea for where everything is in their world. All right, so inside we've got the rule book. We have basic setup. We have, how to play, taking turns, what everything is. So you've got critters in places, not just forts. And we have, how to play, how to place your friends, how to play cards, ending of the game, trading resources. Okay, purple bonus points, solo rules. Excellent. Additional challenges, multiplayer. Okay. Hear ye, the parade is about to begin. I will give lots of shiny points to the critter with the best things that I like the most. As a little kid prince, I suppose. Very cool. I think I'm really excited for this release, and mostly because it was such a surprise. I was not aware that this was even a thing, and so to get in the ground floor and take a look together on camera on day one with you guys, man, this is going to be epic. I'm really excited. So expect more content from me on this game on the channel. So you'll hear my thoughts more. If you want to stay tuned and find out, then you'll need to subscribe so that the video will come into your notifications. You'll hit the bell for that. Do the YouTube thing. And if you like the game and excited as I am to check out My Lil Everdell, leave me a like and comment and tell me so, and I will get back to you and reply. But until then, I've been Jared. This has been a fun new unboxing of My Lil Everdell. So I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.